Hey, what's going on, guys? Crass Businessman here. Today we're going to be talking about the pitfalls of the common denominator. And so today's quote of the day is by author David Brin, and it's, "When it comes to privacy and accountability, people always demand the former for themselves and the latter for everyone else." And once again, that's author David Brin. So to start, what is the common denominator? I mean, it should be obvious, but we tend to create this huge blind spot in our lives in order to protect ourselves. It's you. And the self-serving bias is this blind spot. You see this all the time on the basketball court. It's quite infuriating. But in many cases, you experience it for yourself and, in fact, apply it. It's when you attribute everything bad to outside factors and everything good to you. But this leads you down a path of victimhood and excuse-making. But what if I told you that it would actually be better if absolutely everything was your fault? It's your fault. Allow me to explain. So, I don't mean blaming yourself in an inhibiting, toxic kind of way. I don't think you should blame yourself when the Suns don't win a game. But in a very interesting way, if you take total accountability, it puts you in a position of power. If you chalk up a failure to an external force that you can't control, then you won't change anything. You'll either give up or play the lottery hoping that, the universe or powers that be will pan out at some point. However, if you chalk everything up to something you did, the common denominator, there's about 1,000 things you can improve in order to change the outcome. And the great thing is that improving on any one of these things will have a direct correlation to improvements in other areas of your life. Ask yourself this: if you fail at selling a customer on your services and then proceed to increase your sales training and knowledge, do you think that it wouldn't translate to anything else? You don't think appealing to people's wants and desires is applicable anywhere else? The idea is absurd. When you improve in something, it always has an effect on everything else. Now I was speaking to my mama, and I said mama, I'm a mama's boy, about a gentleman I came across on YouTube. A guy by the name of Sadhguru, who is an Indian mystic yogi master. And he said, now, pardon the accent, but he says, a troubled man comes up to me and says, "Sadhguru, I cannot stand my job. I cannot bear it anymore." So I reply, "Okay, yes, may your wish be granted. I wish upon you that you be fired." He says, No, Sadhguru, I need my job." And I said, "Okay, you have your job, you suffer. You don't have your job, you suffer. The problem is not with the job. The problem is with you." Now, funny accent aside, I thought this was very interesting because it further illustrates the point that you'll find the majority of the problems are within you. It's you, yourself, and then that guy in the mirror. It can be a hard pill to swallow, but it's definitely worth it, and very empowering after the initial reluctance. So I challenge you to find a situation that didn't turn out the way you wanted. And then I want you to think of 5 different ways it could have turned out how you wanted had you done something different. This is a hard challenge. I've had to do it myself, and you'll find that you can change so many different variables. It's empowering. I'd love to hear some examples in the comments. Once again, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Once again, I'm Crass Businessman. Please like and subscribe, and until next time, stay productive.